emotional gathering this evening to remember a young woman whose tragic death her loved ones say should have been prevented. Maya Garcia was killed by an abusive ex-boyfriend just hours after filing a restraining order. She was shot 10 times on her way to work. Action News reporter Annie McCormick attended tonight's candlelight vigil, and she's live from police headquarters with the story. Annie.
Yeah, and Rick, family and friends wanted to hold this vigil in the young victim's honor. In fact, they took over the entire intersection of Broad and Washington right outside of the Target where she worked. 20-year-old Sahmya Garcia's co-workers and family honored the vivacious young woman killed allegedly by her ex-boyfriend last week.
Her personality was she was loud. She had a big personality. Funny, friendly. She would talk to anybody, help anybody.
Roseanne Morrison, Sahmya's mother, overwhelmed by the support from her daughter's friends and co-workers. The young woman who went by Maya worked at this Target at Broad and Washington.
I think this is so special. I'm so grateful and thankful, and Sahmya was so loved.
Tuesday morning, police say just before 8, Marcus Burney shot Maya 10 times at the intersection of Broad and Ellsworth. SEPTA officers heard the gunfire. One officer confronted Burney and shot him. Maya was pronounced dead at the hospital. She had just filed a protection from abuse order against him. Her roommate Caitlin saying Burney terrorized Maya Sunday and broke into their home, but police did not apprehend him.
They wouldn't come get the restraining order from us, and so she went Tuesday morning to bring it to them.
This is from Officer Johnny Castro, and he says to the family of Maya, it was truly an honor to have been able to paint Maya's portrait.
Tonight, this portrait of Maya was gifted to her mom. It was painted at the request of Philadelphia police who worked alongside Maya at Target.
She was liked and respected by all the officers who worked with her.
And Rick, on Friday, the suspect was charged with murder and related offenses. He was also released from the hospital and currently remains in jail. For now, we're reporting live outside of Philadelphia Police Headquarters. Annie McCormick, Channel 6, Action News. Rick.
All right, Annie.
When you are in an abusive relationship, the best thing to do is to get out of it. Some people cannot get out in time before things escalate, and for Sahmya Garcia, age 20, she was shot 10 times by her abusive ex-boyfriend hours after filing a protective order against him. This is her story. Welcome to Cold Cases. Be sure to subscribe and stay safe. This murder occurred on November 8, 2022, in Philadelphia, with Garcia being shot 10 times while she was walking to work at a Target store. Garcia was on Broad and Ellsworth streets near the Ellsworth Federal SEPTA station shortly before 8 a.m. when her ex-boyfriend opened fire. Responding SEPTA police officers found her lying on the ground and suffering from several gunshot wounds to her chest and stomach. She was taken to Penn Presbyterian Medical Center where she was pronounced dead at 8:26 a.m. just 2 days later. Police say the ex-boyfriend, Marcus Burney, 41, spotted Garcia as she walked to work. He got out of his truck at the corner of Broad and Ellsworth streets, they said, and shot her 10 times with a ghost gun, which are assembled from kits and do not carry serial numbers. The officers spotted the gunman fleeing the scene and ran after him, investigators said. A SEPTA officer pulled out a weapon and fired, shooting the suspect in the leg. The suspect was taken to Jefferson University Hospital where he was placed in stable condition. Before Garcia's death, the ex-boyfriend had attempted to break into her house, according to Garcia's roommate, Caitlin Todd. She said police wouldn't come get the restraining order on Sunday when he tried to break into our house and broke down our door and went into our neighbor's house. After filing the protection from abuse order early Tuesday morning, Garcia went directly to the 3rd Police District, according to KYW. The Philadelphia District Attorney's Homicide Unit Supervisor Joanne Pescatori told KYW that police tried to serve the order on Burney but were not able to. Burney has an extensive criminal record that includes charges of terroristic threats, assault, and weapons violations, according to KYW. While Burney isn't allowed to legally possess a firearm due to being a felon, police recovered the ghost gun from his car. She was the second oldest of 4 children and survived leukemia as a child. Bubbly and outgoing, she could make conversation with a total stranger, friends said. She was a striking brunette who carefully tended to her appearance. Since February, she had been working as a security officer at the Target on Broad and Ellsworth, where she made friends easily and was well liked. Garcia met Burney after a party about a year and a half ago, Todd said, and soon moved into his South Philadelphia apartment. Garcia met Bernie after a party about a year and a half ago, Todd said, and soon moved into his South Philadelphia apartment. On October 14th, Bernie attacked Garcia again, Todd said, kicking her down a flight of stairs and choking her. She called police, and officers responded and filed a domestic incident report, but made no arrest. There were many instances in which Garcia was abused by Bernie and was not able to get away from him, even after moving in with her friend, which led to her untimely demise. What happened to this young woman is a tragedy. May her family find peace. She was a hard-working young woman who made sure her life was private and stayed out of the way to get to where she needed to be. Unfortunately, the monster who was her ex-boyfriend decided to take her life because he could not control her. May she rest in peace. More videos about missing person cases, cold cases, and true crime cases are on the way. Be sure to stay safe and we'll see you next time.